What's up, you guys? Bad Rob back again with another video. Today we're going to be looking at some replays between me and an old friend that really got me into Smash. They're a Pokemon trainer main, and back when we used to play, I still played Isabelle, and they just crushed me pretty much every time. Like, always 3-stocking me, 2-stocking me, etc. It was a very difficult matchup, but we haven't played for about 6-7 months, and I feel like I've improved so much, and I'm so impressed with all of the games that I got to play with them, and I'm super happy with my progress. So even though this is being put under Isabelle Climb, it's not really an Isabelle Climb video, you know, where we go through the trenches that are online Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and try to get to Elite Smash. Even though this is technically against a friend and not online, I have been playing online, and so we're gonna kind of just fit it in there. We're just gonna slide it in there. I mean, this is part of the climb, right? You know, beating those matchups that used to be really difficult for you, etc., etc. So I've got 4 games to show you, but I'm going to be splitting this up into 2 parts because I don't want the videos to go on too long. You're a busy person. So let's just keep it nice and short, talk about what I think I could have done better, what I think I did well, and yeah. As you can see, I recorded a lot of videos, but let's go ahead and start with this one. And so it begins, the infamous matchup. For me, Pokemon Trainer is like playing 3 different, well, I mean, it's like playing against 3 different archetypes. You know, you got small, fast, good combos, great projectile and range, and an amazing down air, and then a heavy character with a really strong, basically, Wonder Wing ability. And as you can see, one struggle, but one thing that I feel like I've gotten much better at in reference to this matchup, it's dealing with the Squirtle. So making sure that they stay off of you, so that they're not getting all of those combos, it's so important. And that's one thing that they told me that I was doing really well. But right there, as you can see, I get caught out by that Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz is super tricky, and you kind of just have to get a feel for, you know, you have to kind of learn the other person and get a feel for when they're going to do it. Right there, I attempt to grab one of the projectiles. And even up close, I try to grab a projectile. Provides me a little bit invulnerability. I can't believe I can't say invulnerability. And so it was safe to kind of, you know, throw that out there, and it was kind of a good mix-up as well. So now I'm just trying to, you know, get back from behind. Whenever I get like like I know how my friend plays, and so whenever I get a particular hit on them with Slingshot, I try to jump up onto the platform because I think they're probably going to try to Flare Blitz me. It's just sort of a habit that they've had in the past, and they kind of do it in this game sometimes, so really trying to, it's unfortunate that right there I fell off the platform, but I didn't quite time the back air fast enough. But I put him into a position where I'm able to get a nice read, and so the game's not hopeless, but this is an extremely difficult situation for sure. So right there, that was totally a whiff punish. I could have done 1,000 things, like an up air or a down tilt or something. Anything would have been better there than what I just did. So yeah, just trying to keep him away. The Squirtle side B, I would recommend try not to use Fishing Rod in neutral too much, because Squirtle will just punish that so hard every time. You're better off trying, you know, using other things in neutral. Very rarely, I mean, like sometimes, I mean, like right there, I got a nice read, but not always. And even when it hits shield or it hits mine or something like that, sometimes it can be really hard to react. Thankfully, right there, I was able to react though, and get a nice up smash. I feel like one thing that's really helped, that's made me very different from when I used to play with this friend, is a better use of Isabelle's entire kit. More juggling, more up smashes and other smash attacks, etc. You have to respect the Charizard so much. Like, the back air will kill you if you're off the stage at 30%. Right there, I get a nice read on that down air, giving me that kill, and so this is not looking so bad after all. Head off to the stage is a little bit of a mix-up, try to get something, going for the juggle game, which I think Isabelle has a really great juggle game. But yeah, right there. So trying to get some sort of read with Fishing Rod, super dangerous. I really love doing fair onto the stage. But Charizard's actually really good at defending against that if they use a tilt attack. So I really thought this was going to kill because I was on that platform, but unfortunately it wasn't quite enough. I don't know why I air dodged back right there. I probably should have stayed, but what was nice about that is that down smash was a good mix-up and totally landed me the kill there. So super nice 3-stock for me, and I'm super proud of that game. I feel like I did a lot of things that I've been working on trying to do, including trying to pocket more projectile. In this next game, though, we're going to face some more problems with the Ivysaur, and we're going to talk about the difficulties of Isabelle playing against Ivysaur. So, here's the next one. So, one thing that's been really difficult for me in playing my friend is their Ivysaur. So, once they pull him out, and I'll start to talk to you about some of the difficulties I've had. But right here, just continuing to down tilt. Oh my gosh. So down tilt gets me into that awesome combo. They're already at 40%. Super nice. I need to find ways to use down tilt more. See, you can use Rod against Squirtle if you have like a good distance from them and they've already kind of committed to the side B, but I just would never do it. So one thing that makes Ivysaur very difficult is the projectile game. But as you saw right there, I finally did what I've been working so hard on doing, and that's short hop into using reverse B in order to pocket it, so that way I can still pocket the projectile, but I get some momentum so I can get away from them. Oh my god, I'm so proud of myself. I've been working so hard on doing that because Ivysaur can be so oppressive if you're not using moves to block the attack, or if you're not using good movement, if you're not being quick, and if you're not pocketing. And that has been something that's been a huge problem for me in the past, is just playing against this Ivysaur and not letting those Razor Leaves be so oppressive. So happy about that. That does lead into some problems though, where later on in the video you'll see me throw out Rod randomly, and it's because sometimes I use X for this technique, and even if I use it on B, sometimes I accidentally do a side B or a side special instead of actually doing the reverse B, and that leads me into some trouble. And we'll talk about that when we get there. So right there, using Fishing Rod to get back to the stage because I don't want to get it down aired to death. Bad read. And I do a lot of those, just like bad up smash reads this game. Like right there, for example, just not really paying attention. Like right there, another instance, I mean, like, even if I did like a side smash, like that still wouldn't have been very good. And then a bad Fishing Rod right there. It seems like Fishing Rod from that spot isn't necessarily bad if they're off the stage. Now, see, my friend Ivysaur was not off the stage. He was at the edge, and I mean, with such a strong up, like an up air and, you know, down air, like you just can't do that. And so that's something that I really mess up on. That should have been a cross up. And then as you can see, I'm having a really hard time grabbing those projectiles, and like I just kind of really falter on that. And then right there, I unfortunately missed. But I do manage to grab that one, which was really kind of nice. Put me in a good position, and they didn't know really how to react to that. So it's so nice. If you're playing Isabelle and you're having problem against projectile characters, you have to learn how to be reverse. Because it's just so good for getting you into good positioning. And then right there, I do the same thing. I don't know why I did that. So using Rod right there isn't necessarily a bad thing, but when they're in a when they're not in disadvantage and they can really punish you for that, it's a really bad idea. And I just do it again for some reason, which leads me to getting hit by a Razor Leaf, and try to go for sort of edge guard. I mean, they SD'd, but I mean, I guess it kind of worked, right? So now you have to beat the Squirtle mini boss. And right there, that was really kind of nice, actually. I was able to sort of stunt that recovery. I don't know if it's hard. Like, when do you go? Like, when do you try to stunt the Ivysaur recovery? When do you not? Because it's so dangerous. Like, who knows? So going in for another down tilt, which was a really great move, and then a nice throw right there. Really kind of thought that I just gypped them, but unfortunately not how it worked, using fair to get onto the stage. I think that was a nice rollback. When I was watching this replay, I was like, why didn't I up smash? But I was like, oh, but they can position themselves. And that was such a good situation for me. I really could have turned that around if I was just a little less hesitant. So right there, I tried to do a B reverse. Unfortunately, I do rod instead. I managed to outdo that down air. But I tried to do a fair onto the stage, and then I just get headbutted, which is so unfortunate. And my friend really got really good at adapting to the fact that I really like to do that, because it's so strong, because if you get them into jab lock, that's incredible. If you give yourself some space, if you can get a nair and some jabs out of it, like, it's really strong. Yeah, so that game, if I had just done a better job, you know, it takes practice, takes time. If I had done a better job at B reversing and pocketing more of those projectiles, being a little bit snappier, a little bit less hesitant to go off stage to try to get a spike or something like that, I think I really think that game could have ended up in my favor. But a really nice game overall. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Next time, we're going to watch 2 more videos that are just absolutely slam dunks. So happy about how those games turned out, and I'm already excited. I posted a clip of one piece of the game on my Twitter. By the way, my Twitter will be linked in the description down below if you want to go check it out, give it a follow. I'll follow you back, especially if you like to play Smash, and that's where you can also reach me if you have any questions or you'd like to play some matches sometimes. Feel free to just hit me up right on there. But I posted a small clip of one of the games, and the whole game is just, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm so proud. Some of my best play, honestly, that I've ever done, and I'm just so stoked with how I'm doing. But I posted a small clip of it from there, so if you're interested, you're a little excited, go check it out. But in the meantime, I hope you have a safe, healthy weekend or weekday or whenever you choose to watch this. I hope all is well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and let's go ahead and jump to the outro where I say the same exact thing. Hi! Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you want to see more like it, check out the playlists above. And if you'd be so kind, consider hitting that subscribe button and maybe the like button too. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.